Making video games take a lot of time. Take my last game Glum for example. This took over 2 months to make, and the game is still bad. Therefore, I want to take a step back for a second and see how much of a game you can complete in the least amount of time. Starting with only 1 minute. Alright, 1 minute timer starting now. So we make a cube real quick, drag this out a lot, there we go. Reset this position real quick, there we go. 3D object, we make a, what's it called? A capsule, right? Yeah, there we go. Reset this position as well. Gotta drag this up a little bit, perfect. Now we go into the lighting. I think this should, no. We remove this skybox, none. And then we make this into black. We make this color. And then we go to camera, go to inspector, perfect. Open the which one is it? This one, there we go, solid color. And then we make it black, there we go, perfect. Then we go into the player, we make a movement script, there we go. Open this up. Alright, okay, let's start coding. Yeah, that's the timer right there. That's like pretty scary to be honest, but give me a couple of seconds and we'll fix it. Alright, so I finished the code, so I'll just put the camera on the player, and then I'm also just gonna add a quick little light. And yeah, 1 minute is not enough time to make a game, but I do actually believe that we can complete an entire game in 10 minutes. Okay, 10-minute timer starts now. First thing we're gonna do is get rid of this ugly platform, and then we're just gonna make a new terrain real quick. This is way too big, so 50 by 50 or something. Yeah, that should be good enough. Then we go over to the lighting, because now it's getting a little bit too dark, so we're just gonna brighten this up a little bit so we see something. There we go, add a new layer. What's called grass. Let's also raise the terrain for a couple of places. That is way too much. Hopefully this looks good. I have absolutely no idea. And to get these trees, I'm gonna download this asset from the Unity asset store. So open this up, come on, download and import that. We're just gonna add a couple of trees like this manually, just place them all around the map. There we go. I think there's a much easier way to do this probably, but I'm just gonna do it this way. There we go, perfect. Now we're gonna add a character controller. We're gonna go into the player and change the movement script because the old movement script was horrible. And there we go, that should be the movement script done. I'm just gonna add the character controller to the right thing, and we just gotta move the player onto the terrain. Now I'm gonna import this zombie animation that I got from the Unity asset store and add a animation controller. Name it zombie, there we go. Give it to this guy, make a new empty state, and we'll just put this thing right in there, perfect. Now we also just gonna give him his skin because he's looking pretty white right now, so add that, there. Alright, he's looking good. Now we're just gonna make a way for him to walk around, and then I'm gonna add a zombie AI script. We're gonna add a rigid body to the AI as well. And now let's open up the script and give him a speed. That'll be 5. And then in the start function, we'll make the monster look at the player. And then we'll also add some force to rigid body. And I think that should work. Now let's go back into Unity and hook up the player to the enemy. And I want to fix some stuff. Oh, okay, that's the timer. Well, I have no idea if this is even gonna work, but let's try it out. Well, the zombie is, he's for sure moving towards me, but I think he's flying a little bit. You good over there? Okay, so I really quickly just fixed the zombie and added some bushes, and this actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit fast now, but to be honest, for a game that's made in like 11 minutes, this is actually pretty good. And just imagine what I can do in like 1 hour. Well, you don't have to imagine because the timer starts now. So the first thing we're gonna do is delete basically everything except the player. Delete all of that. Now we're just gonna remake the entire terrain real quick. So we're gonna make this terrain a little bit bigger this time. Now we're just gonna add a tiny bit of elevation. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna add a cabin that I got from a asset from the Unity asset store, and that looks really good right there. We're just gonna decorate it with everything that it needs.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Okay, I think that looks good for now. On the outside, we're gonna go into the terrain again. We're gonna add this mud around the house, make it look a little bit more worn down, you know? I'm gonna add some trees from the confiner pack in the Unity asset store. And these trees look really awesome, and they're perfect for horror games. I think that should be good. That might be too many trees, but I think it's fine. It's supposed to be a pretty dense forest anyways. I'm just gonna add a bunch of grass everywhere on the map. There we go. This is looking really creepy. Look at this. Yeah, this is looking sick. This is looking really good. Now we're gonna move on to the enemy. And I actually made this guy in Human Maker earlier, and let's just import him and I'll show you guys. Yup, here he is. He's looking a bit special now, but we're gonna fix him, don't worry. Oh yeah, this guy's looking really terrifying. What is this? Oh, don't look at that. Don't look at that back there. Look at those glowing eyes. That's so scary. We need to make an animation controller real quick. That is scary, but I think it's a little bit too fast, so we're just gonna slow it down real quick. That looks a lot better. That looks a little scarier. Yeah, that crawl animation looks really good. Let's actually start working on the enemy script now. So let's add a enemy script. We're gonna go into the package manager and import the AI navigation. There it is. Install this. Now let's add a nav mesh player to this. Let's go into the enemy script and start programming. Alright, that took way too much time to get working, but let's try it out and see if it works. So hopefully this guy should just start patrolling around. Yeah, he's just crawling on the ground right now. Let's actually add a nav mesh. There we go. That's better, I think. And now he should be walking around. Oh, he's still not walking around. Oh, that's because we haven't assigned the player to the enemy. Yeah, that is actually terrifying seeing him walking towards you. I love that. That's so good. We're gonna work on the actual game mechanics, and first we're gonna make this door openable. Alright, let's check it out, and kind of works. It just looks like it's blowing in the wind a little bit, but I think it's fine for now. We only have a couple of minutes left, so we gotta hurry up. Okay, now for the actual game loop of the game, I'm gonna add some of these books all around the map. And to go for the players, to grab one of these books on the ground, take them with you all the way into the house, and then once you're in here, you drop them on the ground, and then you close the door, and you win. But while you're out there and this guy catches you, you will die and lose. So let's get to programming. Then we go out here and just place some of these books all around the map. Now we'll just quickly go into the player. Actually, just go into the movement script. We don't have time to actually make a new script. Then we'll quickly, in the update function, we'll add a breakcast. I think I'm done with that. There we go. Now I'm actually gonna check if I can actually pick up a book or not, and there we go. Now let's see if we can pick up two things or not. No, we can't. And if we drop it, it goes right there, and then we can pick this up instead. All right, that actually works pretty fine. So I think now we're just gonna add a jump scare real quick. We'll just copy this scene and name it jump scare. Then we'll open this up instead, and we will just move this guy, and then we'll go to the enemy and just remove all of the script. That's probably the worst jump scare I've seen in my life, but it works. Then I'm gonna load the scene jump scare if we get too close to the enemy, and let's try out the game and see if it works. All right, the enemy is walking towards us. Oh, and we got caught. Okay, the last thing I want to add is a couple of sound effects. So we're gonna actually make a... It's already been an hour, how? So at this point, the game was almost finished, and it just needed some finishing touches, so I added some nice sound effects and a jump scare animation that is actually good, and I fixed up the anime AI a little bit. So this is the result of a game made in only 1 hour, plus like 10 minutes. So if we leave the cabin, you will see this empty, really scary forest, and we'll just pick up all of our books that's left on the ground. Take this, put it inside the house like that, and look for another one. I have no idea where the monster is right now. He might just be right behind me. I have no clue. Drop it in here. Oh my god, this actually looks really scary. I see his eyes. I see his eyes. No way. He's coming towards me. You can hear the heartbeat. Please leave me alone. He can't see me behind the cabin, so that's really good. I need to get his last book though. I can hear the heartbeat. I can hear it. It's here somewhere. He's here somewhere. I need to run back to the cabin. There's the cabin. There's the cabin. Oh shit. Here he comes. That's actually really scary. Oh my god. He actually caught me. Yep. Well, there it is, guys. And before you all close down YouTube to create your own games, you might as well check out this video where I make an impossible survival game that I bet you can't win.